This is Joe Pugh for IFLTV. We're at King's Cross today. We are here with Viddal Riley. Viddal, first of all, before we talk about your fight next week, how are you, mate?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Glad to be back. Happy to be back. Ready to fight, bro.
Look, ready to fight. I'm sure it's been a little bit of a long time coming, a long period out. Has it been frustrating? I know it can't be helped, but you want to be in there. You want to do this.
Of course. I mean, in the beginning, it's frustrating. When things happen in the division that change, it's a bit frustrating because you're like, oh, I'm not active. But then you got to know you're going to be back. At the end of the day, I'm back now, isn't it? All that frustration wasn't that much anyway, but I'm back. And now I can do something about it. You know, you're frustrated about, you can't do nothing about it. Now you've got the opportunity. Be grateful, make the most of it, do it.
Do you think domestically the Cruiserweight division's come on that much since you last fought?
We've had a few changes, like with Chev becoming British champion, Isaac losing to Massey, William Smith's no longer world champion, Chev's fighting for the European now in December. So there's been there's been a few changes. That's how you know I keep eyes on what's going on. But all changes that I feel allow me to slot right back in. Do you know what I mean? I don't feel like anything's changed where I'm out the picture. I just need to handle business next week and then just slot right back in, get active, make some noise.
Whatever fight we see in early 2025 is going to be a big fight, right? So how important was it to get this last fight in before the end of the year, finish the end of the year on a win, fingers crossed, and make sure you are as well prepared as you can be for this next big one?
Exactly, man. That's it. If you understand the game, you understand life, then you give yourself prep for your biggest stages, and I'm fortunate enough to get the opportunity to box before the end of the year. Boxer, Sky, made it happen. And I just want to put on a performance, man. Just get that buzz going. You know how the world is. You need a buzz. You need motion. So we'll get some motion and then head into 2025. Make some more noise. Like, that's it. That's how I feel. I'm just ready to have those competitive fights. I'm ready to those debates, the barbershop debates. That's what we want, the barbershop debates. So we're coming for those fights 2025.
Your opponent next Saturday, I believe he's been in there with Jack Massey. Are you the type of fighter that wants to better that job? Do you compare performances, or are you just all about Viddal?
Jack's Jack, innit? Jack done his thing. Jack hit him with a clean 1-2. That was shout out to Jack, innit? Like, I can't try and... I'm not going to try to outdo him. This is my fight with him. My fight is going to be different, but either way, the performance is going to be stellar. It doesn't have to be... I mean, Massey didn't give us much chance. He done it in, 109 seconds or something? Do you know what I mean? I ain't going to go out and run out and try and finish him in 50 seconds. Do you know what I mean? But if it happens, it happens. But for me, it's just about having a good performance, man, and just displaying some skill and letting people know, yo, Viddal, I'm telling you, he's the best out of these, man. That's the word on the streets. That's what we need.
Back to those barbershop comments. Right. Where do you think you do slot in next year?
Right back in that domestic level, the high domestic level with Isaac, Chev, anyone else around that period, like, you know what I mean? Anyone in that section, you're like, that's what we want to do. I don't want to go on names, purely the names. Obviously, there's two names that will get the people going, but it could be anyone. As long as I'm leveling up, as long as I'm heading towards that world title, as long as I'm heading in that direction and I'm not still, I'm happy. But of course, we want to have the fights that the public can get with.
Yeah, look, from the outside looking in, when you look at those two fights, Chev Clark, Isaac Chamberlain, Chev, I think, is it even the same day he's fighting for the European title? Opposite side of the promotional fence. It feels like Isaac Chamberlain would be the easier fight to make. Are you bothered which one of those two? Do you have a preference, or is it purely about getting back and slotting in?
Right now it's definitely about getting back and slotting in until next Saturday is sorted. But obviously the Isaac fight is the fight that the people want to see more. I think the Chev fight's more of a purist one. But when it comes to the fans, the general people, they want to see that. So if we can make that happen, that could maybe be for a British title eliminator, something early in the year. We don't want people waiting no more. let's run that one.
It feels like the Chev Clark fight, with the trajectory both of you are on, could be there when it's a bit bigger. When you are talking knocking on for world titles, and the Isaac Chamberlain's the big stepping stone, and that's not to write off Isaac Chamberlain because he's an incredible fighter himself.
Of course, listen, I respect my competition, but I respect them. Trust me. I know each and their strengths, weaknesses, everything. I respect them, so I know. And Isaac is not to be overlooked, and neither Stephen next Saturday. Back to that again. We know that he's not coming in there just to roll over and make me look good. I have to make myself look good. So focus on Stephen, and then we'll deal with the strengths and weaknesses of others after.
Is 2025 the year where we see Viddal Riley headline his own show?
Hopefully. I ain't going to say, it'd be weird for me to sit here and say no. Yeah. You know, I don't want to say no. And I want to say, yeah, hopefully. You know? Like, I just need to have the fights that create main events. You don't just get main events. You know, people want to just get in the main event. You got to have a fight that's worthy of the main event. You got to earn that. You can't just be given that because you got a YouTube channel and that. You got to earn it. So I feel like I'm going to have those fights in 2025 that allow me to earn main event position. Whether that happens or not, we'll see. But we're looking to push, we're looking to test, we're looking to compete.
You mentioned your YouTube channel there. As a pro fighter, is that the sort of thing that's a good distraction to take yourself away from it? Because we can see fighters get so engrossed with it, it takes over their lives. And whilst it's still the main focus, it is your goal in life. But it's a nice little side piece where you can sit back and relax and do another thing. Yeah,
I mean, everyone has hobbies, you know, everyone, whether you get paid from your hobbies or not. That's your thing, isn't it? But me, I've got hobbies that I can use to help build my platform and you know, make some revenue, make your hobbies work for you, innit? So that's what I do.
Last thing, again, on the YouTube channel outline, last week in Qatar, I don't really want to ask you about the car because I know you spoke about it in different interviews, but Leon Wills and KSI at the workout, back and forth. That was mad.
You have to give them their props, man. You know Leon Wills Academy. I'm a part of it. El Brook's a part of it. Gibbs a part of it. He's got champions on crossover. He's got a champion here as well. Shout out to Lee, man. And of course, shout out to the fighters. Shout out to Gibb in particular. Good performance. Boxed exactly how he needed to. Stayed out of danger. Done what he needed to do, man. And he just proved he can box. He done it for 8 rounds. 8 threes, man. So, you know, come on, 8 threes is...
First time in Misfits ever, by the way.
Exactly. Like, it's not normal for people to want to do 8 rounds. So, 8 threes, boxed it brilliantly. Super proud of him. And I look forward to seeing him. I ain't seen him yet, so, yeah.
Were you shocked when you saw his little back and forth with KSI?
No.
He's very passionate, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all, man. Like they're both characters. They're both very strong characters, and very competitive. They've always been like that. So when I see them go back and forth, it's nothing I ain't seen before. Nothing I haven't seen before.
Leon Wills, a bit more respect needs to be put on his name. Look, obviously with you, what he's done with Gibb, the progression he's made with him, is mad. Because we can all talk about pros, but do you progress a pro? This guy has took Gibb from nothing and took him to an 8 3-minute round fighter.
I mean, you just said it. If you don't respect that, something wrong with you, isn't it? Like what you just said says it all. So if people are struggling to give Leon respect, something's wrong, isn't it? Because it's clear, man. Give the guy his props. He proofs in the pudding, man. Shout out to Lee.
Excellent, Viddal. Thank you very much for speaking to IFLTV. We'll catch up with you next week in Liverpool, and best of luck with the last couple of days of camp, mate. Thank you very much.